Hey y'all, what's up? It's been a while. Sorry about my very consistent upload schedule, if we can call it that. Let's start this video with a few disclaimers. So first of all, I do not expect Blizzard to watch this video. My very simple and humble goal is to voice my thoughts on changes that could be done to Junkrat in Season 9 state, in hopes of making him viable and somewhat healthy for the game, despite his skid being in a weird spot right now, let's say. Second, I do not know everything about Overwatch 2 competitively, therefore I may not be correct about everything I say. However, I do think I know enough about my hero to have a say on his balance and his place in the state of the game. Finally, what I'm going to say is completely my opinion and my own thoughts. If anything, if you want to argue with me in the comments, be civilized about it, as I want to trigger a discussion rather than a fight. Let's start with a nerf. Decreasing mine's maximum damage down to 110 damage, at most. First of all, this aims to shift the value of mine away from the ability, as I think it should be mostly used as a mobility cooldown and not one of his burst options. However, having some flexibility in its usage would be beneficial to the hero, as it would add more dimensions than just spamming. With that said, I am open to seeing a larger nerf to concussion mine's damage to limit its flexibility further to keep it fair, since a low time to kill combo is primary, conk, and melee for 270 damage at point blank range, which can be problematic considering the lack of sound cues coming from concussion mine. Additionally, I would find it fair to make players hear the mine's detonation from further away. Next up, I'd like to see an increase in frag launcher grenades total damage to 130. As Junkrat's focus is burst damage, him having a high burst combo made sense when it comes to Junkrat's personality as a hero. The second reason I am making the change is to make him viable again, as his value came mostly from Junkrat being a glass cannon hero with limited disengage abilities but strong offensive abilities. Since Junkrat combo hadn't been adjusted to fit the breakpoints of the health pool buffs, the hero has lost a lot of potential value as an elimination confirmer and had his value shifted in large part towards spamming, which isn't exactly useful in high ranks and is only one-dimensional. Buffing primary fire's damage would make Junkrat able to two-shot again, with a higher time to kill than the primary conk mine combo from Season 1 through 8 of Overwatch 2. An additional change that could be made to primary fire as a means of making it fairer is reducing the fire rate of Junkrat's primary fire, since it would increase Junkrat's time to kill with it, making it more forgiving to react to. This would also make spamming less valuable, which is problematic in lower ranks. To counteract the damage increase in primary fire, I would like to see a decrease in the frag launcher grenade size down to 0.2 meters like it was before Season 9. This would make 2-tapping more skillful to execute at mid-range, as well as increase the skill ceiling of hitting consistent direct hits as Junkrat. And it would also still kind of make sense considering all the other primary fire sizes that were buffed in Season 9. My next buff propositions affect only Riptire and making it better at doing its job. As Riptire is used to create and take space, it should be able to move around the map to be more threatening. The first change I would like to see is an increase to Riptire's HP up to 150 hit points. The goal of this change is to let Riptire peak at least once without being one-shot by Sojourn's 24/7 rail uptime and other threats such as Hitscans and Tracer, who can pressure Tire somewhat reliably with her high mobility and damage on round hitboxes. My next change would be to reduce Tire's hitbox enough to make the spikes not be included in the hitbox. In the past, having the tire spikes and the space between them be a part of the hitbox wasn't quite as problematic with the reasonable projectile sizes of past seasons. As Season 9 saw a large part of the game's abilities, shots and etc. have an increase in their size, without many damage adjustments, Tire has become extremely easy to shoot down, especially with threats mentioned not long ago. Decreasing Tire's hitbox would help it be able to dodge bullets and bait some shots with its HP increase to help it bait cooldowns better and take more space. I've been proposed a damage buff instead of an HP buff to make it less OP, but unfortunately buffing damage, in my opinion, on Riptire only makes it more unfun to go against, since I don't think tank players want to be a one-shot, and neither do I. I don't think tanks should be one-shot in a game, like, at all. So increasing its damage would not only do that, make the ability be able to one-shot things, but also have a bigger radius that's able to kill supports with, which I don't think would make it really fun to play against. With that said, here's a summary of the changes. So on the nerf side, we have the maximum mine damage down to 110 at most. Again, it could go down lower. The primary fire size down to 0.2 meters, having concussion mine be able to be heard from further away, and decreasing the primary rate of fire. Now for the buffs. Primary fire total damage up to 130, reducing Tyre's hitbox, and increasing Tyre's HP up to 150. Reminder again that this is only my opinion, and I only want to voice my my thoughts on the matter, as Junk has been a notably bad pick this season, and I would like to see this hero be able to function again in the ranked environment at the very least. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.